A feud seems to have broken out in the black media influencer community between Stephen A. Smith and a Jasmine Crockett, all because he made remarks about her communication style and how the way she communicates does not work. And if that is the way she continues to communicate, how is she planning to get anything done while being in a political position of power? And these comments about Stephen A. Smith making towards Jasmine Crockett has gotten him into a bunch of heat with a bunch of C-list celebrities and black political activists, as they've all come out and wanted Stephen A. Smith canceled for simply asking a question. So, and let's listen to this clip one of what Stephen A. Smith said about Jasmine Crockett.
You Jasmine Crockett or somebody like that. Ladies, I respect intelligent women, no doubt. But how a Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district, Texas? Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him since the Republicans have the Senate and the House. But maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency. She's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas.
I think Stephen A. Smith went a little too far by calling Jasmine Crockett an intelligent person. This lady is not an intelligent person. She's known for saying the most nutty things like, if you come over the border illegally, it is not illegal, that you've committed no crime if you did that. Or really, Miss Crockett, then why don't you let them into your backyard? Why don't you let them into your house? Or you know what? Why don't you go enter our northern border? Go to Canada. Try entering Canada that way. Go to Russia. Go to try doing that to China. We have border laws. They're universal all around the world, okay? If you want to seek asylum, you could do that, but there's a way to seek asylum. This lady is known for saying things like, if you committed a crime, that's not criminal. I'm not making this up. Let's roll clip two here.
Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes, yes. He is.
Unfortunately, we have someone that is occupying the White House, and as far as I'm concerned, he is an enemy to the United States.
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime.
In places of like actual war, and he may actually get us into a war. I'm surprised somebody ain't slapped him yet. But no, seriously,
these are just highlights of Jasmine Crockett, okay? If you're someone like me who's actually sat down and listened to her on podcasts and various other shows, Stephen A. Smith is 1000% correct for simply questioning her communication style, because if you listen to her, every opportunity Jasmine Crockett gets, she berates President Trump. She calls him names. She consistently throws insults at him, and she even goes as far as wishing him harm. Okay. And she just doesn't like him. She despises the whole Republican Party. She went as far as calling President Trump a white supremacist. All I want to know is that if you're a Democrat and if you're someone like a Jasmine Crockett, you've lost the House, you don't control the Senate, and you certainly don't control the presidency. You have no choice but to work down the aisle, work down the middle with your adversaries, with your opposition. You have to work down the aisle until you start to win on policy and win on elections, which the Democratic Party clearly cannot do. We're a year and some change away from the midterms, and the Democrats, from what the polls are showing, they're going to get steamrolled again, okay, because they cannot win on policy. And what has this come down to? This has come down to Stephen A. Smith, people coming out, C-list celebrities coming out, like a Willie D saying Stephen A. Smith isn't black enough. He doesn't really stand for the black community. You have political activists coming out, like Tamika Mallory, saying that Stephen A. Smith should be banned and people should boycott his show, and all because he asked a question. See, this is what the woke Democratic left party, kooky, nutty people do. They simply want to go out and censor you just because they disagree with you. But guess what? If you know Stephen A. Smith like I have, and I've followed him over the years, you know that he's a good man. You know, Stephen A. Smith came personally to my community college and spoke to the youth. And this is before Stephen A. Smith blew up and became a household name. He would come to community colleges. He does a lot of work with HSBC universities. You know, look at the opportunity he's given to so many Black voices within the ESPN sports networks, and look at the people he's hired. Are you kidding me? Like, this guy is not what these people say he is, uh, that want to censor him. And I just want to leave you with this one quote from, or I'm going to paraphrase Barbara Jordan, who was the first Black senator from Texas. She said, "Political correctness will drown America." And this was back in the 60s, okay? She was the first Black female senator from Texas, and she was worried about political correctness back then. And here we are, you know, 70 years later, the same thing. Stephen A. Smith, I got your back. Millions of Americans got your back. You keep rocking on, my man. Your boy, Amir Khan. This is the Amir Khan Show. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to the show. Let's grow this community over 500 followers. Let's get it to 1,000. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.